All right, so let's jump right in. We're about to go on an expedition, but not to some faraway jungle. Nope. We're going somewhere way more familiar, but, a place that's almost totally unexplored. That big old book stuffed in your glove compartment.
I mean, seriously, what is the most important book you've never read? Just think about it for a second. It's sitting right there in your car, holding all the keys to safety, privacy, even performance, for probably one of the most expensive things you'll ever buy. And yet, almost no one ever reads it. Well, today, we're going to change that. We are cracking this thing open to find out what secrets are hiding inside.
And yeah, this is pretty much why we ignore it. Look at this thing. This is the index for a 2022 Honda Civic manual, and it's over 650 pages long. I mean, come on. It's super intimidating, it looks so dense, and let's be real, who's got the time for that? Well, turns out we do, and we're going to break down the most important stuff for you right now.
Okay, so with a book this massive, where do you even begin? Well, we're starting with the most critical part, safety. Because honestly, knowing what's in these pages goes way beyond just convenience. It can literally be a matter of life and death.
Of course, you're going to find the basics in here. Stuff we all learned in driver's ed, right? Wear your seatbelt, don't speed, no big surprises. But here's the thing. Modern cars are just packed with these advanced safety systems that are so much more than the fundamentals. And they can only protect you if you actually know they're there. Take this, for example. I bet you didn't know about this hidden protector, automatic seatbelt tensioners. Now, this is not just your seatbelt locking up when you hit the brakes hard. No, this is a totally proactive system. It literally tightens the belt to hold you in place during a collision. And get this, it can even go off in crashes that aren't even bad enough to set off the airbags. It's an absolutely crucial safety feature that you would have no idea about unless you actually read the manual.
Okay, so now for what might be the biggest shocker of all. That manual? It's not just about wrenches and oil changes. In the world we live in today where everything's connected, it's also about your data.
Yeah, buried deep inside, you'll find a sentence that looks a lot like this one. It sounds super technical, right? It's exactly the kind of jargon most of us would just skim right over. But that one sentence, it's the key. It's the gateway to realizing your car isn't just a machine anymore. It's a data collection device.
So what does that even mean? What kind of information are we really talking about? Well, I can tell you it's a lot more than just how fast you were driving. Your car is constantly, and I mean constantly, talking.
And we're not talking about some vague, anonymous info here. Your car is collecting and sending out specific, identifiable data. Think of it just like your smartphone. We're talking your IP address, your car's unique VIN number, what software version it's running, even logs of how you're using the apps on the dashboard screen.
And yep, just like any other piece of tech, the manual has what is basically a privacy policy baked right in. It spells out exactly when your data will be shared, like if you give consent or if there's a court order, and when it won't be, like with other companies, unless you say it's okay. It's all right there, hiding in the fine print.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit. We've talked about the serious stuff. Now let's get to the seriously cool stuff. Because beyond all the safety and privacy warnings, your manual is actually the key to making your car yours. It lets you unlock hidden features you probably had no idea you could even control.
You know how modern cars have all those driver assist systems? Well, most of us just live with whatever the factory settings are, but you don't have to. You can actually fine-tune this stuff. Is that forward collision warning a little too jumpy for you, or maybe not sensitive enough? You can change it. You want to decide when Trip A resets itself? You've got options.
And you know what the best part is? It's not complicated at all. This isn't stuff you need to take to a mechanic. The manual lays it all out with super simple step-by-step instructions. I mean, look, for something as basic as resetting the trip meter, it's just 3 quick steps. The power to customize your ride is literally right there at your fingertips. All right, last but not least, let's talk about those moments of panic. You know the ones. A weird sound starts up, a light flashes on the dash, your heart sinks. But before you freak out and call a tow truck, that manual can be your calm, cool, collected first responder. Here's a perfect example. Have you ever felt this? You're braking, and the pedal starts pulsating a little bit? Your first thought is probably, oh no, my brakes are shot, right? It's a really unnerving feeling. But if you take 2 seconds to check the what to do section in the manual, you get this simple, reassuring answer. It's just the anti-lock brake system doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's not a problem at all. Just knowing that can save you a ton of stress and probably an expensive, unnecessary trip to the shop.
Okay, here's another one, and this one is so frustrating, especially when you've got people in the back. The rear door just won't open from the inside. You pull the handle, and nothing. The door feels like it's totally stuck.
And what's the fix? Almost every single time, it's just the childproof lock, a tiny little lever that someone, maybe you, maybe a passenger, accidentally flipped. It's a 5-second fix for something that could have you pulling your hair out.
So when you put it all together, what does this really tell us? That dusty old book in your glove box? It is so much more than a guide on how to change a tire. It's basically the terms and conditions, the user agreement, for one of the most complex, data-hungry, and customizable computers you own. One that you just happen to drive every day. So the real question is, have you read the fine print?